Hola y bienvenidos a las noticias en español de GC360. Soy Isabella Echeverria.
Y soy Daniel Torres y vamos directo a las noticias. Nuestra primera historia del día es sobre DACA, o Acción Diferida para los Llegados en la Infancia. DACA es un programa creado por la administración del expresidente Obama en 2012, que les permitió a las personas que llegaron al país ilegalmente cuando eran niños tener una oportunidad para trabajar y asistir a la escuela. Sin embargo, algunas de las mejores universidades en el sistema de universidades de Georgia, incluyendo Georgia College, no aceptan que los receptores de DACA se matriculen. Hablamos con el estudiante Alan Ale sobre sus experiencias.
Really encountered too many issues with DACA personally because I was legally born here, but I am the son of two illegal immigrant parents. So a lot of their experiences I've seen firsthand, and especially with friends I grew up with, because in the community I grew up, it was majority Hispanic and Black. And I can remember me turning 15, being able to get my learner's permit, but my friends in my neighborhood, they couldn't do that because they were undocumented. And early on, like, there was some type of resentment from they had, but as we got older, we realized that.
Actualmente, estudiantes de Georgia Tech, University of North Georgia y Georgia College están trabajando juntos para exigirle al Consejo de Regentes revocar las políticas establecidas que rechazan a los receptores de DACA.
La nueva edición de Georgia College, The Hub, incluye organizaciones del campus que promueven la educación y la creación de comunidad. Este es el primero de 2 segmentos que verás de nuestras conversaciones con esta organización. A continuación te presentamos la primera parte.
Honrando, uniendo, construyendo. Estos son los 3 objetivos establecidos por The Hub, el nuevo lugar en Georgia College, para educar sobre aquello que nos hace especiales. Localizado en el recientemente renovado Blackridge Hall, The Hub es la sede de 4 oficinas: el Centro Cultural, el LGTBQ y el Centro para Mujeres y Veteranos. Esta semana hablaremos sobre el Centro Cultural y el LGTBQ. El Centro Cultural se enfoca en ayudar a los estudiantes no representados en el campus. Stacy Miller es la directora del centro.
Our Black Student Alliance group, as well as our Latino Student Association, are organizations that don't necessarily cater to their race or nationality. It is historically what those organizations were founded on, just like our historically African American fraternities and sororities, but they're not exclusive. So a lot of our LSA members are members of BSA, and BSA members are members of LSA. And so their goal essentially is to be that example so that students understand that you can be a part of these organizations as long as you're an ally, and that you are wanting to be on the same journey and fight the same causes that they want to fight.
El centro de LGTBQ trabaja conjuntamente con Pride Alliance, una organización conocida por su famoso drag show. Emily Halpin, la presidenta de Orgasmic, el Sex Ed Club, nos habló de estas 2 organizaciones.
Pride Alliance is an organization on campus that aims to connect students of non-normative gender identities and sexualities, basically members of the LGBTQ+ community, and also people that aren't in that community. So they aim to bring those people together and create dialogue between them.
Recuerden sintonizarlos la próxima semana para saber más sobre The Hub, y si quieren visitar la organización, vayan al Blackridge Hall, ubicado al frente del Governor's Mansion.
Sintonícenos la próxima semana para la segunda parte y el final de nuestra historia sobre The Hub.
Diariamente los estudiantes de diferentes orígenes en nuestra institución se enfrentan a retos inseparados. Aceptar quién eres y lo que te hace diferente o tratar de mezclarte. El enfrentarse a nuevas normas sociales y sentir la presión de adaptarse a una cultura predominantemente blanca puede traer retos y estrés.
Firstly, being an international student, I've had to adapt my accent. The most obvious thing about me is I've had to change my accent because when I came, I wasn't really understood. I've tried my best to stick to some foods that I would traditionally eat at home or cook in certain ways that I would traditionally eat at home, but it's a little bit tricky when you can't find all the ingredients you need. So I've had to change, like, for me, let's say pasta.
So basically when I came to Georgia College, I was basically shocked to see how I was a minority because I was used to being the majority. Because where I came from, it was a very diverse school. We had African American, we had Hispanics, we had whites. It was a bit of everything. And then when I came to Georgia College, it was a very homogeneous population.
Aunque estos estudiantes y muchos otros como ellos se enfrentan a retos en Georgia College, ellos no elegirían estudiar en otra universidad.
No, I wouldn't go to a different school because I actually love Georgia College, and even though I am a minority here, I still feel like I fit in now. And I mean, I've made some really, really good friends, and they have LSA here, so I'm able to fit in with them, and I found like a home here, so I wouldn't want to leave that.
Honrar diferencias y compartir experiencias, eso es lo mejor de Georgia College.
Eso es todo en esta edición de noticias de GC360 en español. Soy Isabella Echeverria.
Y soy Daniel Torres. Pasemos a Elizabeth y Katie para ver más noticias.
Hola y bienvenidos a las noticias en español de GC360. Soy Isabella Echeverria.
Y soy Daniel Torres, y vamos directo a las noticias. En Georgia College, la diversidad es un valor que está tratando de fortalecer. Hablamos con un grupo único de estudiantes que se enfoca en educar a sus compañeros en lo que nos hace diferentes. Nuestra reportera, Daria Golston, habló con un grupo de estudiantes que se enfoca en educar a sus compañeros en lo que nos hace especiales.
The Georgia College Diversity Peer Educators are a team of students who educate fellow Bobcats about diversity and inclusivity while working to improve the social climate on campus. It is organized under the Office of Inclusive Excellence. The DPEs pride themselves on providing a fun, respectful, and intelligent safe space for students to learn about cultural diversity and differences.
And essentially we go around to freshman seminar classes, or at least in the fall semester, that's what we do. And we teach students and lead discussions about cultural competency, identity, the importance of diversity and inclusion on campus, and how that can relate to their future jobs and their majors.
With each presentation, the organization champions even the slightest difference they make with students, who are critically challenged to think about the world around them.
A lot of students now are coming to, like, their minds are being opened and they're seeing things from different perspectives that they haven't really seen before, and that's really what our goal is. And so just the fact that we're able to touch students and the fact that we're able to open up their mindset and view things from multiple perspectives is what I think we are adding to the students.
Like any organization on campus, the DPEs want to expand their reach.
Right now we just do freshman seminars, but it would be great if we could go into other, like maybe psychology classes or business classes or biology classes and just teach everyday students about these things. And also to do more things in the spring semester, more events that reach out to campus as a whole.
The DPEs are reaching their goals as they recruit more eager and like-minded students to help spread the message of diversity at Georgia College. Reporting for GC360, I'm Zaria Golston.
La semana pasada les presentamos la primera parte de The Hub, la nueva incorporación educativa de Georgia College sobre lo que nos hace especiales. A continuación, Daniel Torres nos presenta la segunda parte.
Bienvenidos a nuestra historia sobre The Hub, la sede de cultural LGBTQ y los centros para mujeres y veteranos. El Centro para Mujeres trata de crear conciencia sobre la opresión pasando el género mediante la educación. el apoyo y la defensa. Melissa Herrio, la coordinadora del Centro de Mujeres, nos explica uno de sus programas, Project Brave.
So Project Brave is our campus's comprehensive power-based interpersonal violence initiative. So we have 3 different components. So there's education, prevention, and advocacy. So our peer facilitators and a couple of the folks that work with Project Brave, we all work to kind of bring education around prevention of things like sexual assault, dating, domestic violence, and stalking to campus. And then myself and Jennifer Graham, who is the director of the Women's Center and Project Brave, we also serve as victim advocates for any student who has experienced any sort of power-based interpersonal violence. So those are kind of our big goals.
Si tú o alguien que conoces está sirviendo en las Fuerzas Armadas, el Centro de Veteranos es un lugar sobre el que hay que informarse.
So we're currently in the Veterans Lounge. It's part of the hub. And so we've created this as a space where student veterans or active duty military that might be a student or students are in the reserves or Coast Guard, any type of military connection could come, have a space to study, quiet space to read, or just kind of hang out between classes and stuff, and provide an opportunity for some resources in this area to help our students who maybe have GI Bill kind of things that they need to learn about, other veteran services that they want to take advantage of, and just to kind of be a place for hopefully also our military connected students to connect with one another and build community.
Gracias por sintonizarnos en nuestro recorrido por The Hub. Esperamos que aprendas algo en tu próxima visita. Por GC360, soy Daniel Torres.
Esto es todo en esta edición de las noticias GC360 en español. Soy Isabella Echeverria.
Y soy Daniel Torres. Pasemos a Harley para más noticias.